think this is kind of a big measuring stick game potentially for SC, and that's Iowa at home. Iowa has lost some quarterbacks to the portal. Brendan Sullivan was in the portal as of a couple days ago. That's pretty recent news. Of course, they lost Cade McNamara. And then obviously the biggest loss on offense is Caleb Johnson.
Yeah.
He's going to the NFL, top running back in the country, probably top 3 last year. Genty, Jeremiah Love, then I put Johnson 3, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So they're going to have Kamari Moulton play starting running back, probably, as of this point.
I assume so.
He looks, they're a running team. They have, historically been pretty good on that front. We'll see how he fits into that system. But the thing that I don't like about Iowa is the fact that their receiving core is just so unpredictable. Like, it's a bunch of guys with little experience. We don't know who they're going to be throwing the ball to, really.
Yeah, you can't. It's the same thing with Iowa every single year. I mean, it's still Kirk Ferentz's team. It's still hard to predict offense. I think Iowa fans are a little bit overrating Gronowski's ability to transition from FCS to FBS so seamlessly. Like, he was very solid at South Dakota State. I don't think that you can really count on him to immediately come in and contribute. Obviously, Iowa's kind of struggled at quarterback the last couple of years, but this isn't the best solution, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you bring in a guy, Mark Gronowski, from one of the top FCS programs, and then you stick him on a team that just doesn't really have much receiving depth. And not just depth, like, they don't really have any good receivers that have proven themselves at all. I mean, I was looking at their depth chart earlier. Pretty much everybody has, like, very limited experience. Not that that means they're not good, but you combine that with a guy who's taking the leap from FCS to FBS. I just don't think Mark Gronowski is going to be, a seamless transition. I agree with you on that point. I do think I kind of like this comment as well. I think it could be like a low scoring game, potentially.
That would be crazy for Lincoln Riley. That would be an insane switch up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like 13-10, but I could see like 23-20, like type score maybe. I think SC wins, but I think the cool thing will be is by that point in the year, we'll be able to see if Iowa's offense has done anything up to that point with the new quarterback. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think Iowa, this is a decent game. I remember those comments that Kirk Ferentz kind of made about playing defense. It was relatively aimed at Lincoln Riley. It was a year and a half ago, something like that. And then obviously this is USC's first game versus Iowa. It should be a pretty good one.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Gronowski, like, for those that don't know him, because he, before he transferred, a little bit more under the radar. I mean, FCS does not have, the biggest, coverage, we'll say. But he played 4 years at South Dakota State, and he progressively got better, took a little bit of a dip in 2024, went from 3,000 yards passing to 2,700. But, he's a guy who can throw over 20 touchdowns a year in the FCS. We'll see how that translates. That kind of makes this a hard one to predict once again.